let's be honest, this is the quickest time of year with 2025, what's going to feel like right around the corner. And get this, people are still wanting to book travel for a variety of reasons. In fact, the three big travel brands, Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo, have just released Unpack 25, which is an annual data-driven outlook at trends and what is motivating travelers. To tell us more about this, let's bring in Melanie Fish, who of course is a travel expert herself. Melanie, good morning.
Good morning. I love it when we get to look at the trends, see what's inspiring travelers for the coming year.
And let me just say, this kind of took me by surprise, a few of them. So I can't wait to let's get started here. People looking forward to detours. Normally that word has a negative connotation, but not anymore.
It's all good. Expedia's destinations of the year for 2025 are all detour destinations. So travelers are still planning trips to popular places like Paris, like LA, but then they're planning a side trip to go with it. So you go to Paris, you see the Eiffel Tower, and then you go to Rennes, France, to the Champagne country. You're getting to a little less crowded place. You're getting a different experience. In Japan, people are going to Tokyo, but then they're planning a detour to Fukuoka. So they're going to LA, but then they're driving up the coast to Santa Barbara. And I really like that people are spreading out because it's fighting over tourism in addition to offering this special extra detour experience.
I'm already looking at the word detour different now, but let's talk Mother Nature. That can be a big force in where people decide to travel. Is that true?
This trend for 2025 comes from Vrbo, and I believe it stems from the eclipse this year. When the eclipse happened, every single private vacation home in the path of totality pretty much sold out. And people realized, oh, it is magical. It is such an experience to gather with friends and family to get a front row seat to these fleeting natural phenomena. So Vrbo has released the phenomena list, and that is these beautiful things in nature that will be happening in 2025. So we have the synchronous fireflies in Tennessee. The northern lights are #1 on the list, on the phenomena list. The dark skies parks that are in several places across the U.S. are all inspiring people to gather with friends and family in private vacation homes, because often these things are happening away from cities where there are a lot of hotels. So they are renting Vrbos to see them.
You could probably hear under my breath, I'm like, look at that, those northern lights. This is what surprised me, though. I am a shopper, 100%. I love finding different, things that maybe you can't get anywhere else. Apparently, people are traveling just for that reason, too, to be able to find the goods.
You can thank TikTok for this too. People are planning their trips around the treasures they find when they get there. We're calling them goods getaways. So Expedia is seeing in its app a lot of people booking activities around coffee plantations in Costa Rica, matcha experiences in Japan. People are planning travel to Korea for the skincare, load up on those face masks. Oh, and the viral chocolate pistachio bar from Abu Dhabi.
Ooh.
People are being inspired to travel to Dubai just to get that chocolate bar. So goods getaways are really kind of a new era in travel.
I love that. That must be some good chocolate. I can't wait to find out here, since we've got one sitting right here. But let's talk about accommodations. I tend to base my travel on finding the best spot to stay. Overall, what's the trends when it comes to that?
There has been a 60% surge in use of the all-inclusive filter in the Hotels.com app. So it's really an all-inclusive era coming in 2025. And what's driving this is, one, Gen Z says that it's a lot easier to plan to go to an all-inclusive, and they offer great value. But we're not just talking about the traditional all-inclusives with a lot of buffet food and margaritas at the swim-up bar. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but companies are really opening up more luxury all-inclusives, adults only. I just went to this one, the Impressions in Isla Mujeres. It had very White Lotus vibes. You pulled up by boat. People were waiting with drinks. It was lovely. And the all-inclusive era isn't just about the beach. People are staying at farm all-inclusives, ski all-inclusives, wellness all-inclusives, sound baths included. So it's time to take a fresh new look at all-inclusives.
You know what, we discussed so many travel trends. I'm so glad you were able to join us today. Melanie, thank you for all of these fabulous suggestions and things to think about.
Thank you.